Hello, this video is going to provide some additional thoughts on courage and cowardice. Well, there's a haunting verse from the book of Revelation. It says this: "But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur." The cowardly are in the beginning of this list. A friend and philosopher said there are no crowns for cowards. And boy, does the book of Revelation speak to this. Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities because it's the quality which guarantees all others. Well, in the 1828 dictionary, Noah Webster defined both courage and cowardice. And let's take a look at those in detail. Courage he defines as this: bravery, fearlessness, undaunted, the quality of mind which enables men to encounter danger and difficulties with firmness, without fear or depression of spirits, valor, boldness, and resolution. Courage that grows from constitution, that is, a frame of mind, often forsakes a man when he has occasion for it, Webster says, but courage which arises from a sense of duty acts in a uniform manner. Do you have a sense of duty? If you do, it will give you a firmness of resolve and courage. Be strong and of good courage, Deuteronomy 31 says. But cowardice. A coward is base, mean, worthless, and despicable. A dastard, someone that shrinks from danger. A wretch, that is miserable or worthless. Timid, or destitute of strength and firmness of mind. Well, a spiritual leader or pastor of courage preaches the hard stuff, has personal holiness, is God-centered. Are you on God's side, he asks and considers for himself. Takes on the full counsel of God, the four institutions of self, family, church, and civil government. He's bold. He has an audience of one and seeks the accolades of God, the kingdom of God. God is the high king of heaven in his mind, and he's God-centered, and worship is about who God is. The coward preaches the feel-good stuff, personal happiness, me-centered, God's on your side, selected passages in only the two institutions of self and family. It's timid. It's an audience of man. It seeks the accolades of man. He's building his own kingdom, and God is our personal genie to solve our problems, is what comes from his lips. It's me-centered, and worship is about God helping me. These are two very contrasting lists. And courage, mind you, is the willingness to act in spite of fear. A person observed how leaders hide their cowardice. The observation was along these lines: to understand what is going on takes some real research and thinking. Some of it's complex and some of it's mind-boggling. So the coward won't take the steps they need to in order to understand it, because if they did make the effort and they began to understand it, they would be obliged to act. So it's better for them to simply ignore it or express that it's too hard to understand. This gives them the pass or coverage to remain the coward and not get involved. Also, there's a prevalent false teaching in the church that being a Christian means always being nice. This false teaching basically says being a Christian means being nice. Never judge any action as wicked. That would be controversial. And okay, if the government comes and puts a gun to your head, you can stand up to that and try and escape or fight back. But if you want to be a good believer, a nice believer, then you would never call out wickedness. Someone could get upset and then not consider the claims of Jesus. Meanwhile, this approach lets wicked people use government to create a hell on earth, but nice Christians should not say anything because that would be being political. The gospel of nice is a different gospel. It's not one that we find in our Bible. Who rises up for me against the wicked, God says? Who stands up for me against evildoers? Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, and act like men. Be strong. Strong men lead to good times. Good times lead to soft men lead to hard times, and hard times lead to strong men. calling all pastors and men to get with the program. To close, courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities because it's the quality which guarantees all others. My name's Craig Seibert. Thanks for listening.